And this is the part where I wait a few moments because I've noticed on the recordings that it's delayed, so if I begin the show, it'll be cut off. It'll start with me in the middle of talking, which is uncomfortable. I mean, the situation's already pretty uncomfortable, but yeah, no need to compound that, right? Okay. Flauta's ready. Host ready. I am Mychal Guzman. You are witnessing history. This is Fantastic Tangent. Season 2, episode 13. Applause. Or leave the venue. I guess this show started just in time for the draft to be over and people to leave. It was the reason why we were driven back here to the stage I love to be on. Anyway. Yes. As you know, we're starting Gas Gauge, the second game. And before I start, there's something I wanted to do because I always forget to do it every show.
Shower?
Yes. I did it this time. That happened off camera. Shower, Brian said. What I've been failing to do every time is, there's a staff here at Mister Tramps, and they help me out a lot to get this show ready to get started and set up and everything. Even though I failed in my duties of, bringing people into the venue and, getting that money, turning out for them, they still do all that they can in their power to help set up, make the thing happen, get it going off the ground. Manager Hannah here has done a great job helping us. She talks to people, asks them to stick around. She lies to them and tells them that this is a hilarious show and everything. And yeah, she's just always been very supportive of the show. So I would like to thank her now. Thank you, Hannah.
You're welcome.
And as always, as I say at the end of every show, thanks Alfredo for even allowing me to use the venue for my twisted, dark purposes. I appreciate it very much. I wish I had something written that was all emotional and eloquent, but I do not. However, the main thing after every show, usually within the first 2 minutes, I go, shit, I did not thank Hannah and I did not thank Alfredo for helping me with the show. And I feel pretty crappy about it every time because I always have it written somewhere. And when I'm gathering up on my stuff and I'm feeling defeated at the end of every show, I'm looking over and like doing my little, what went wrong? And I see my note like, oh, thank everyone. It's like, oh shit, you didn't thank them again. So thanks again and again and again. Let's move on and play this game. Gas Gauge is the game. Why Gas Gauge? GAS stands for give a shit. This game is all about gauging my opinions. It's a completely arbitrary game. There's no way you can know because you don't all know me really well or at all. So you're not really going to know what my stance is, but this is a game of trying to gauge what my opinion will be on the topic. Last time we gauged Toups' opinions, and it's my turn. It's my turn now. What's up? Oh yeah, that's right. Before I continue, please welcome to the stage my co-host, the namesake of Season 2's improv genius, Anthony Toups. I owe you some thanks as well for sticking through this week after week.
Oh, I don't have anything better to do.
It's just that simple. Okay, give a shit. Gas Gauge, the game. Let's get this started. We have to explain the rules and everything.
Okay, so Gas Gauge is about whether or not, like last time it was about me, whether I gave a shit or what I care about. This time's about you, so let's go through the rules a bit.
Okay, we gotta go through the rules. First thing is the theme. Gas Gauge is arbitrary. Gas Gauge is unfair. You leave Gas Gauge a winner after pulling out your hair.
Statistically, it's impossible for you to leave without being a winner.
Yes, if you perfected the score, it's just sheer dumb luck. Because I don't even know. We'll get into that as we
For you people on the internet, you're not going to win.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to win. All right, guidelines. 10 subjects, 3 levels. So we got 10 different topics, subjects, issues, just things to have an opinion about or not.
Things that he may have heard about or not.
Yes.
It doesn't even matter if he knows about it.
Yeah. So we're gauging on 3 levels with that.
And I came up with these 10 topics actually just today. And Mychal had never seen them before about 5 minutes ago, so we'll see what his opinion is on these things. I don't actually know what his opinion is on some of them, so...
Nor do I.
We'll see. And apparently he doesn't really know what some of the things are himself, so...
Yes, which is good. All right, so 3 levels. First level is 0. 0 being I don't have any idea what the topic is.
I've never heard of it.
Never heard of it, don't know, just completely clueless. That's a 0. A 1 is I have heard of it, I am familiar about it, but I kind of have a fairly neutral, not too strong response to it.
Not giving it too much of a shit.
Yeah. Only like marginal amount of shit. Minimal shits. 2 is not only am I aware of the subject, I'm actually highly opinionated and feel strongly about it enough to actually speak upon it for a bit.
There are a couple of things that you will have an opinion.
Okay, we'll see.
I will use that to my unfair advantage because I'm going to be playing this game.
You're going to be playing this game?
I want to.
Alright, well then you need a game sheet then, my friend. You have a pen?
No.
You need a pen then.
You just have to trust me that my points are what I say.
No, I don't. I have no trust. Okay, so here's your pen. So, for each one of these 10, you see like numbers 1 through 10 on your sheets. Each one's going to get a number. It's either going to be a 0, a 1, or a 2. Now, the way to win this game is not to get the most amount of points. It's to be more accurate, to be closer to the number that we end up at the end after those 10 subjects have been covered. Now, the thing about that, what makes the game arbitrary is if you wanted to right now, you could just pick any number and you probably have a chance to win. Now, we're going to get to that later. That's a different way to win. The main way to win, though, is to get the closest to the number that I will reach by the end of this. So that's the closest score. The next way to win is what I call the dirty bullseye. Dirty bullseye is you're going to put a number in right now to that box underneath the dirty bullseye between 0, not between, it's either from 0 to 20. Now what that is just your complete Hail Mary. You have no idea how these numbers are going to go. You're just going to pick a number down and like this is going to be what the winning number is. It's kind of like playing the lotto. So pick a number either from 0 to 20 right now and put that in a box. Don't erase it or try to exit out because we can't come and check on you and verify that you're being truthful about it. Anyway, so that's how you do the dirty bullseye. Next way to win is the high or lower. Now that's when you're going to bet against Toups' score. So you're either betting that his number is going to be above the end number or below the end number.
Because I'm playing this game too, and I probably have a little bit more experience with Mychal than most of you.
Yeah, he's got that unfair advantage. So with the high or lower, I wanted to use that for a tiebreaker in the event that too many people came close to winning. Gauging by the number of contestants here, that might not be an issue.
We might have an excess number of prizes.
Yeah, so higher or lower, we'll see how that goes for that one. Last thing, I win you. Blink and you missed it. I win you is there's a random prize somewhere in this room. And I'm going to be dropping hints as to what it is and where it can be found. And if you find it, you win it. It's that simple. So if you just keep an ear out, I might say something that might tip off what it is. Hopefully at this point I have an audience that's smart enough that at this point they probably already know where it's at. So I might not even have to drop the hints at all. We'll see. I don't know, Joe. I don't know. All right. Let's begin.
Number 1. So Mychal can't actually talk during this one because Joe's supposed to be guessing what his opinion is, whether it's he hasn't heard about this at all, or whether he doesn't care about it, or 2, if he has an opinion on this particular thing. So it's been Game of Thrones season 1, season 6, episode 1 came out last week, Sunday, and in it they have that nice shot of Jon being stabbed. And he's laying in the pool of his own blood, and they drag him out of it. kind of.
Is that a spoiler?
Oh well, it's been like 5 days, 4 days.
Okay.
If people are not hyped about it and haven't seen it already, then there's no hope for it.
Okay.
Anyway, the prevailing theory is that the pool of blood that John is being pulled out of looks like a dragon. And this is supposed to basically, it's just, everyone thinks that he's going to get resurrected. And the idea is that he might be like an illegitimate Targaryen son, and hence the dragon.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Yes, more pies. You want one?
Kinda.
I got extras. Okay, sorry. Number 2.
Number 2. So I saw this picture on Reddit the other day, and it was a heat map of where people wash in the shower.
Is that a spoiler?
No, it's not a spoiler.
Okay.
Although it's kind of weird, because apparently most men do not wash their legs at all. Like there's red all over, like under their armpits.
How did they research that?
Like they probably were real creepy with some cameras for a while.
Oh, okay, yeah, because cameras can motion track. Okay.
But yeah, legs completely white. There's no heat map on that stuff.
I had a phase where I was obsessed with heat maps. Heat maps are pretty fucking cool. I have this, sorry, that's attention.
Yeah, it's a tangent, and you're also spoiling it for people.
No, because this has to do with washing legs. Having, liking heat maps is not related to this.
Okay. Well, surprising that a lot of men do not wash their legs. So, let's see what you think about that. What's the next one?
It's harder than I thought not to say anything.
I know, right? That's what I felt.
Okay, next.
So next is homeopathy, and basically it consists of, you probably heard about this, basically it consists of taking something that probably is effective or may not be effective, and then diluting it by some amount, like 30 times or 100 times or 1,000 times, to make sure that it's definitely not effective, and then saying that it is. An example is, apparently onion juice, people dilute it down 30 times and say that it's a good thing to take when you're having the flu or have other things that give you nasal problems. And anyway, I'm just curious what Mychal's opinion is on that.
Okay. Number 4.
Next one, Proposition 1. Proposition 1 is a thing that Uber and Lyft have come up with for the city of Austin. Basically, it's a proposition, if you vote for it, it's to repeal the city's current laws regarding those companies where they are required to do fingerprint checks and have some rules regarding how they can pick people up in the street and stuff like that. Basically, if you vote for Proposition 1, you're for repealing it, and it's really confusing, the wording that they did. That's probably on purpose. But anyway, we'll see. And this last one here, before we go to the tabulation break, will be the wallet in the back pocket. Now it's the eternal struggle, right? You put it in your front pocket, and I guess it's kind of okay, but if you have a pretty large wallet, then it's going to be annoying. You put it in your back pocket, you can't sit
Careful
down.
not to say anything that might sway me. Let's keep it objective. I think you're trying to coerce an answer when you explain it like that.
Hey, no, I'm just trying to give the objective information so that you can, you may not have heard about, putting a wallet in your back pocket before.
That's what I'm saying, and if I haven't heard of it, then you start talking too much about it, then you start to try to incept my mind with the answer that you want me to give, the number that you want me to give.
And so, anyway, you put it in your back pocket, you have some other problems.
Okay.
We'll just see where you stand, whether you really care about that issue.
We will see.
Okay, so I guess what we're going to do now is the tabulation.
Yes, we're going to take a short break here to go over the numbers to verify that you haven't done any cheating, see that you've written something down without marking anything out. Actually, Toups, you're going to have to go verify that real quick.
Yeah, can you go back to the list of things so that they can see it?
Yes, that's the next. Yeah. So here's the list of things.
So remember to mark these from 0 to 2. 0 is that Mychal hasn't heard about it. 1 is that he has heard about it but he doesn't really care. And 2 is that he has a strong opinion about it. And we'll see.
We shall see.
I'm going to write down my stuff now.
Okay, he's going to write his stuff down. While he's doing that during the break, something that's important to me that I need to do, and this is a good time to do it, so I'm going to be giving out a certificate. I appreciate when people come to my show, and I like to reward them with prizes. If they show up consistently, I like to give them a certificate of attendance. So I have somebody that's been coming here fairly consistency. Yes, with a fair amount of consistency. Now, in the name of transparency, they're not really here to come to this show. They're just here early for the show that they want to see. But hey, they're still here, and they're having an okay time. So this certificate of attendance is being awarded to Joseph Compton.
Yeah.
Joseph Compton. Thank you very much, sir. And hey, more prizes on the way. All right.
Let me go check, make sure everyone's got their.
Okay, yes. Gas gauge. The second game. Tabulation break. I'm trying my best to not form an opinion yet.
Am I supposed to know?
No, you know, all you have to do is just make sure that they're written numbers and they haven't like scratched anything out yet or whatever. Just verify their dirty bullseye is in there, that they've got a number in there. That's pretty much all you got to do. Yeah. Is this too like Gestapo like? Yeah, we're gonna come by. Yeah, make sure you.
Papers, please.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. I like that game. That game, Papers, Please. I've played that, and I really like it. But it's a straight up job. It's like going to work, but a game.
What are you doing?
You just verify documents. So you're acting as a guard, not a guard, but like an immigrations. You're working. What's at the border or whatever?
Customs.
What's it?
Like customs.
Customs, yeah, you're working at customs, and so people are coming up, and every day you have a different set of rules and guidelines, so you have to check and verify against all these rules that they're actually allowed to come into the country.
So, are you sure that it doesn't like go on, like, it's not like some sort of capture thing when you're actually doing work for somebody?
Yeah, like they're using it as a front, like, oh no, you're really playing a game right now. It's just a game. Yeah. I hope it's just a game because I clocked out of that game and didn't come back.
But you really like it.
I do like it. So maybe when I'm unemployed, I'll get back to it. Yeah, I'll start working it again.
Okay, I want to see what your answers are to these. So
My answers to these, let's see here. Game of Thrones, Jon's Blood Pool Dragon. First thing I'm going to say is...
Have you even heard about this?
I have heard about it, but I decided, almost controversially, that I'm just not going to watch Game of Thrones.
Oh, what?
Up to this point, I've watched it religiously. I'm into the show. I like it and everything. Every week, I'll watch it without fail. But this time around, I don't have my HBO Now or whatever. And I was doing a thing where it's like, well, maybe I'll drop off of Netflix and I'll switch over to HBO Now and then I'll go back to Netflix later. Or should I just wait until all the episodes are piled up and I'll go back and I'll binge Game of Thrones at the end. But I don't like to binge things that are shows that I really like because I feel like I want to have that week-to-week feeling. And if I binge, then people are going to spoil shit all throughout the season. And I got to wait so long. But, okay, anyway. Point is, this whole theory of is Jon Snow still alive? I guess from what you're saying, they didn't even move on with that story in the episode, but let's not spoil anything.
So they didn't really go anywhere with the first episode.
Yeah. So whether or not the fucking blood pool beneath him is a dragon, that's a strong 0 for me. I don't fucking, I don't care. I don't know.
0.
Yeah,
all
so
right.
put me down as a 0 for that one. Okay, number 2, washing legs in shower.
Did you even know that was a thing?
Straight up front, I didn't know that was a thing, but I'm still just right off the bat, I'm going to tell y'all this is a 2 for me. This is for sure a 2 for me because I focus on my legs so much in the shower, it's surprising to me that that's like the most neglected area according to these heat maps.
I was so wrong.
And I think it's because I played soccer I played soccer from like the age of 6 all the way up to like 25 or whatever. I was huge into it, and I just watched my thighs progressively get thicker and thicker as my chest remained birdy as fuck. And yeah, I just was like, I got these big, strong horse thighs. I gotta give them the attention they need. I gotta cover all the surface, so I need to spend more time. Like in the shower, I'll start with the arms, do the arms. But when I get down, do the arms, then of course like the junk area and the butt crack.
Yeah,
I spend a lot of time with the butt crack.
Ultra red area.
The arms,
underarm, like armpits and armpits in your crotch, basically.
Yeah,
those were those are the cleanest.
A lot of time on the crotch. But yeah, the legs definitely. I make sure all area of the leg is covered in the shower. So that's a 2 for me.
All right.
Homeopathy, I thought, from the way you're explaining it, that's not the homeopathy that I know. I thought homeopathy was just the art of not using like big pharma main medical drugs, like prescription shit. I thought homeopathy was just when I only use home remedies and natural, plants and herbs from the earth.
Well,
I didn't know it had to do with diluting shit.
Yeah, I think that you've come across a really, really charitable interpretation.
Really?
Yeah.
So, this makes it tough for me to kind of put a number on because I thought I knew about it, but the way you're talking about it makes me seem like I don't really know that much about it. The way I know it, as far as like home remedy, don't use big drugs or whatever, I'm against that to the point of saying that that's a 2 because I think that's bullshit. Like, isn't that how Steve Jobs died? He just decided that he was going to reject.
I think he just ate fruit for a while.
Yeah, that's...
His body said, fuck you.
Yeah. So in that case, it would be a 2 for me, but you're saying that it just has to do with kind of like being a cheapskate and selling people short of product by diluting it? I know, thank you for my, thank you. Yeah.
He knows.
Apparently the second gay NFL player got drafted. Everybody's cheering their asses off for him.
I think the homeopathy is more of a thing about believing that something still has an effect even though it's beyond, way past the point where...
Like prayer?
Well, I think that's probably a different discussion.
Well, due to this confusion, I'm not completely clueless about it, so we're just going to leave that at a 1 then. We'll say that's a 1.
A 1.
A 1. Speaking of 1, Proposition 1.
Proposition 1?
When you told me to put Proposition 1 on the slide, I had no idea what you were talking about.
Alright.
So I thought that, okay, this is an easy 0, but you swayed it by explaining what it was with Uber. And I do know about that because they blow up my fucking email, and every time I open up Uber, before I can even use it, it has that whole splash screen of vote early, come to the early vote, Prop 1, Proposition 1. So since you explained what it was, I do know what that is. The thing is how strongly I feel about it, really. I mean, Uber is important. I think they should stay here. But I'm not going to be up in my feels if they go away. I've managed so far, without them before this, so...
Yeah, and that isn't, keeping the current regulations, they're here with the current regulations. It's just that they said they would pack up and leave if they didn't get what they wanted. which is kind of like takes their ass.
What do they want? Do they want no background checks, or they want what is it?
No, apparently they do have their own background
Which they Uber or I guess Uber because it's 30
Uber,
years.
yeah.
So what is it that they want?
So they want to
What the fuck y'all want from me?
They want to not have like drivers required to have like fingerprint checks.
Okay.
By the city of Austin. They also want some lax regulations on how they can pick up people. Like if you're in a traffic lane, you can't stop in the traffic lane to pick people up like a taxi can.
Yeah.
And right now they can't do that. So basically they just want to where they get everything that they wrote in the law that they're proposing. If you vote for Trump one, they're basically just saying, let Uber write the law for you, and that's it.
Okay, so you explaining it has made me care about it even less.
Yeah.
So I'm giving this a 0.5.
0.5. Oh.
I'm doing the decimal.
The decimal.
I'm pulling out the decimal on you. That's going to be a 0.5 for me.
So you barely know that is good.
Jocelyn, you can't leave.
I have to. I need pancakes.
She needs pancakes. Well, guess what?
That's a good reason.
Is that the only reason? I hope not, because I have some.
You have pancakes?
I have pancakes. No, I don't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wallet in the back pocket.
All right.
I keep my wallet in my back pocket, and I'm constantly doing that, self-check,
Yeah.
making sure it's still there. Of course, you should keep your wallet in your front pocket to deter theft, but I feel that where I live now, it's not really that much of a problem. So I think that you should be able to just put your wallet wherever you want to put your wallet. I don't care if you put it in your front pocket or your back pocket, that's your thing. So I don't really have a strong stance, so I guess that's gonna be a 1.
All right. I guess it doesn't really matter so much. Like, kind of just, like where you put your wallet depends on the stuff. How thick it is.
That's what I was gonna say next. Is that is a thing where put your wallet where you want, but fucking shut up about it. I don't want to hear you complaining because of where you put your own fucking wallet.
Yeah.
You brought that trouble upon yourself.
It's true.
Yeah. So.
Those 20 gift cards from grandma that you've never used. That's me, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, expanded my wallet slightly.
Yeah, that's your fault.
I don't have my wallet in my back pocket.
Yeah, because you'll never know when you'll wind up at a Macy's.
Yeah, what if I go to Starbucks?
Yeah, I better make sure I got it on me. Just in case. Need to save that $5.
You know what? I was at Walmart today and I had a Walmart gift card.
No, you weren't. You weren't at Walmart.
I was at Walmart. Don't believe me?
I don't believe you, even though I went with you.
I forgot that I had a Walmart gift card in my wallet.
Bruh, so all this shit.
So you
took it and
spending the effort to go take it there and dealing with all this time, like sitting on a high chair for forever.
On a high chair. One ass cheek on a high chair. Yeah.
All right.
Johnson, for somebody who had to leave, you're still here.
I'm feeling very.
You're breaking up the flow of my show. Actually, that's my fault. I should just be ignoring her.
Yeah, if you did.
Yeah, that's not even her fault.
I think we should go on.
But you have being butthurt literally about the size of your wallet. That is your fault.
Yeah. Okay.
Admittedly. Let's move on to the second half here.
Second half gas gauge.
Second half gas gauge, number 6. What's this, Toups?
Alright. So, I hadn't heard about this until a little bit ago where John Oliver had a thing about it. On last week tonight. Apparently, Washington, D.C. doesn't have any way to make its own laws except with the approval of the U.S. House. So basically, all their little, city-esque regulations have to go through the fucking federal government to get approved. And as you might imagine, this has caused problems for them because the government now is has been mostly Republican since the 2012 election. And so Washington, D.C. is mostly liberal. So them trying to do stuff like...
Number 7.
Okay. Are black cats crossing past bad omens. Crossing it past.
Number 8.
The Mojave phone booth. I'm just going to leave that one there.
Okay. Number 9.
Kanye. This was a freebie.
You're not supposed to say if it's a freebie or not.
They don't even know.
Yeah. But then you telling them, oh yeah, you're right. So is it a freebie because... the scale of which... Yeah. True. Okay.
You don't care about that?
Number 10.
Is Trent Reznor a sellout post with teeth?
Alright. This is episode 13. And I mentioned that because 13 is known as a baker's dozen. Now, why would I mention that?
I don't know, Mychal.
Yeah.
Why would you mention that?
Why would I mention that? Because we need to take another short little tabulation break. And while we do so, I want to talk about this picture here.
Oh my God.
You should notice right off the bat what's wrong with this picture. I went to Voodoo Donut, the new one they opened in Austin. In Portland, they have the flagship Voodoo Donut. It's a big deal because apparently it's all the rage to just put cereal on top of your fucking donut. That's a hugely successful thing that's just, oh my gosh.
Like it was Captain Crunch for you.
Yeah, Captain Crunch on top of a donut. That's enough to get you worldwide acclaim if you want to travel to your establishment. So Austin being how we are, we have to latch on to anything that any other city's popular for. Be like, hey, we're a city too, so we're gonna cop that steez. So they opened up a Voodoo Donut downtown.
So they can like put a taco on top of the donut?
So they put a taco in the donut hole. They put a flauta in the donut hole. Yeah. I wonder if they'll give me money for that idea.
I don't know, probably not.
Probably not, you know why? They couldn't even find a decent enough painter to spell fucking donut correctly in the establishment. This is something, look at, does that font look very ornate to you?
Does that font look very planned out to you?
Exactly. How easy is it? How rare of a pink is that they can't just replicate it by painting over that fuck up and spell donut right at a donut place?
It's the Welsh spelling.
It's the Welsh spelling. You're very forgiving of the place.
That's America.
Yeah, this is America, not Wales. Oh my goodness. So, I don't know, I had to give, I went to this place at South by Southwest.
The real question
I've still been holding this to my chest.
The real question is whether or not you just turned around and didn't go in.
I had to go in because, like I said, it was during South by Southwest, and I came to see my friends play there. So the stage, this is the back wall of the stage.
Oh.
So I had to sit there and watch the whole show. And I'm trying to
your eye twitching.
Yes, I'm trying to enjoy it, but I just look and I just see that because you know how I have a pedantic man dwelling inside of me.
Maybe a couple of them.
Yeah, and I struggle to keep them in. So I'm just burning the whole time when I see this fucking Dow nut. It's not hard to spell donut.
Gonna kick one of the donuts into the racks or something?
I would have, as punishment for doing this, I would have to make donuts and just spell the frosting out correctly. Just donut over and over. I'm going off on this thing just because, I don't know, man. Something about this Voodoo Donut. They don't deserve any prizes. They don't deserve to be mentioned. They don't deserve to be represented in any way in this establishment.
This is like that one place that gave me a margarita that was too low.
Yes, we talked about
That's
that.
fucking annoying.
Yes.
I hated it.
Yes.
No, I'm with you.
All right.
Just boycott this place, please.
So this is the time I guess I should review our topics.
Topics?
This Washington, D.C. no self-governance. I'm going to go straight to 0 on this.
We're not going to go and check your stuff this time, I don't think.
Yeah, if you've marked it out, we'll be able to tell. And these numbers, the total is the number that matters.
Yeah, the total.
Yeah. So they can do whatever they want with these numbers and track for themselves. This one's a strong 0. When you talked about it, I vaguely remembered about that. But yeah, I just really, sorry. I should be hit, especially in this political season, I should know more about that. But
here's one of the things though, like Washington D.C. has like a population of like 672,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
That's bigger than like Vermont.
And yet they have no representation
and
for
have zero
voting.
representation for things like
Taxation without representation.
Yeah, the more you talk about it, I actually do remember watching that John Oliver.
yeah.
But that was from a while ago, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of John Oliver.
So I guess I should give that a 0. I guess I should give that a 0.5.
A 0.5.
All right, so that'll be a 0.5.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna write 0.5.
Well, why don't you throw some numbers down? Yeah, I guess I gotta wait for you to finish the right numbers.
Hold on, 1 second.
You can look at the numbers here and remember what they are. Black Cats, Mojave Phone Booth, Kanye, Trent Reznor.
Okay, I'm in this.
That's
Definitely
good.
got that first one done.
All right, Black Cats. Black Cats.
You go get a prize.
Black Cats crossing your path. Bad omen.
Is it a bad omen?
Yes, it is a bad omen.
Why would you say that?
Because if you believe in that, you are going to manifest that. I strongly believe in self-fulfilling prophecies. Don't necessarily believe in what is it called? That type of thing? Bad luck or superstition. Yeah. I'm not really a big fan of superstition, but I do believe in having the weird type of energies in the world that you can make things happen by believing in them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do believe it's a bad omen if a black cat crosses your path. If that's something that you're into, because you will find a way to reaffirm that. It's also kind of the way where if you buy a car, all of a sudden you notice that there's more of those cars out there, but they've been there the whole time.
Right.
The movie Pie. All of a sudden you notice all these numbers, the sequences. Yeah.
It's like poking the brain.
Yeah. No
Sorry,
spoilers.
that's the only part of that movie that I really
So yes, I'm going to say that's a 2 because yeah, I do believe in that simply because if people buy into it, they find a way to see the connections where that is the reason.
I have 2 black cats in my house.
Yes, you do.
And
And
I'm used to blame them for a lot of stuff, so it's probably true. Like anything that crashes, it's like, fucking cat!
yeah.
Like I didn't see it.
And like I said, you got the black cat, so you brought it upon yourself.
I did do that.
You do these things to yourself. You put your wallet in your back pocket full of a bunch of stuff you don't use. You get bad luck ass cats. So yeah, you're just doing it to yourself, man. The same way something's coming up that we're going to do on this show, and there's going to be a lot of things that happen that are going to turn out that you did them to yourself.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, we'll leave that for later.
Yeah, we'll leave that for later.
What's this next one? Mojave phone booth.
Okay. The Mojave phone booth.
Okay, so before you say anything.
Okay, before I say anything.
When I first heard about this, and I haven't actually used the word Mojave in a sentence before in my entire life. So I actually said it Mojave.
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 Well, the way I typed in Mojave with an H when you told me what this one was going to be is a pretty strong indicator that you know that I gave this one a 0. I have no idea what this is about. For some reason I was thinking about the game Kentucky Route Zero.
You know,
And I don't know why I tied that in my mind, just because I guess because the title picture of it is just like that desolate gas station or whatever.
yeah.
It seems kind of like a desert. So for some reason I thought of that, but I just knew that it had nothing to do with it, but that's just what popped into my mind.
So this is just an interesting thing I came across a couple days ago, but basically I'll give you the rundown. So, like back in the 60s or something, AT&T was like, well, Bell was regulated by the government to go and place phones available to people at a certain amount. And so, apparently some people actually do live in the Mojave, which is a fucking burger.
Yes, I do know that. That much I do know.
So apparently, they just stuck a telephone booth in the middle of nowhere, 25 miles from the nearest paved road. Like, it's just sitting there by itself in the middle of the desert, and there's no one to answer it. And so this guy in the 70s...
Is that like that Chanel store that's in the middle of nowhere in the desert?
I don't know.
There's like a Chanel store that's the same thing. It's just out there in the middle of nowhere, like literally.
Yeah. So the story about this is that some guy in the 70s, he just happens to see on the map of, payphones, just one out randomly in the desert somewhere. And he's like, I've got to call this fucking number.
Okay.
So he calls it, and predictably it just rings because no one's out there in the desert to get it.
I thought this was going to go into some creepypasta territory.
No, but it easily could.
Yeah.
So then he published it on a website later on, and so it became a thing where people would go and call this number and kind of go camp out so that they could receive the calls at the...
That's fucking dumb.
Yeah, no, just so that they could receive the calls then.
Number 9, Kanye. I think y'all already know.
Hold on! I'm not done!
Okay.
Anyway...
Time is a factor.
Anyway, Bell decided, you know what, fuck this shit because there's too many people and they're destroying our beautiful desert. And so eventually the phone number that they got rid of the phone booth itself.
They got rid of the phone booth and
Some guy bought the phone number and put up a conference call on it, which today I spent 7 hours on at work because I was sitting in the office. So I left it on my phone, and there was a bunch of people that came in. They were just calling for the desert phone. Mojave Desert phone.
number 9, I think we all know what number that is for me.
Number 9.
Being how I dedicated pretty much a whole fucking show to Kanye.
So that's a 0 then.
Yeah. That is a 2.
Kanye.
You spent so much time. Oh my goodness.
Look, I spent like 7 hours on that stupid call. I had to talk about it.
Okay. So, I've lost track. Okay, anyway, 9 is a 2. 10. Trent Reznor selling out Post with Teeth.
Oh, did he or didn't he? Do you know about Trent Reznor? Or that he sold out? Or that he might...
Oh, I mean, Trent Reznor was only the biggest influence that got me started in making my own music. So, yeah, I don't really know much about him at all. Nine Inch Nails isn't one of the biggest 90s bands from the era, so of course.
Alright.
As far as him selling out Post with Teeth, there's a whole debate about what a sellout is. And if I was to pick a marker for Trent Reznor selling out, it wouldn't be with Teeth. It would be way before that. It probably would be when he signed to Interscope to begin with. And yeah, he started going and... So, Interscope Records is already an imprint. It's like a sub-label. I believe it was under Warner Brothers. Or was it so? I can't remember. So anyway, Interscope was already a sub-label, right? He got signed to Interscope. And then he decided, well, I want to do my own label too. So, is that high? No, sorry. Sorry. Is it though?
Yes.
Oh, you're waiting for the next show? That's why you're here.
That's right.
Okay.
For you guys.
Yeah, fuck these guys. Thanks, Ty. Appreciate it.
No problem.
All right. So anyway, Reznor wanted to do Nothing Records. So I think that was the point where he sold out because he decided he had enough popularity and success that he was going to do an imprint on an imprint for a record label. I don't feel bad or mad that he sold out or anything, but I am very much aware of this issue, and as a musician who is hugely influenced by him, and I appreciate what he's done and continues to do, I think that this will be a 2 for me. 2. So let's make that a 2.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Trent Reznor's on the new Twin Peaks.
Trent Reznor's on the new Twin Peaks, I'm told.
I like
His music or him? Yeah, let's get that straight. Him.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about
the
it.
cast list.
Oh, well, fuck, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
If you said he's doing the score or something, yeah. But Trent Reznor, the actor,
I've heard of that guy.
that's a 0. Actually, let's change this slide right now.
Trent Reznor, not.
Trent Reznor, the actor. Oh shit, I'm fucking it up. I'm making it fast forward because I touched it. We gotta get back to it. Okay. So we have all 10 of our subjects. We're running severely short on time.
Let's see.
So let's get these numbers together and start handing out prizes. Okay, so I got 4.5, 5.5, and then 7, 11. So I've got 16.5 as the total. Is that what you come up with?
I got 12.5.
Oh yeah, so my number, the winning number is whoever came closest to 16.5. What number do you have, Andrew, for your total?
Wait, hang on. So
He's still tabulating. We need more tabulation break time.
Tabulation break time.
Yeah, okay. So in the meantime, let's see, Hannah's playing completely blind. Okay, Andrew's sitting at 14. Joe, what do you got?
6.
He's got a strong 6. Hannah put 15.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So Hannah is our main winner.
Okay.
And she's not in the room. Normally I like, the main winner to be the one to pick their first prize.
Right.
So they have the choice of what they want. But yeah, she'll have to come back and pick something afterwards. The next one will be the Dirty Bullseye. So what was your Dirty Bullseye number, Anthony?
12.
Your Dirty Bullseye was 12.
Which is pretty good for what I gave for the
I
target.
got 15.
He got 15.
Oh,
Okay. You got 12 as well.
Guess who made?
So Andrew, you are the winner of the Dirty Bullseye.
my God.
You said 15, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hannah didn't even pick a Dirty Bullseye. She just left that blank. So, Andrew, you have some choices here.
Oh my gosh.
And I guess it's good because I heard that Joe already owns most of these prizes anyway. So you have a choice here. The game Coup,
Okay.
which is a card-based deception politic game to play with your friends. Have you played Resistance?
No.
No? Well, this is in the vein of Resistance, which you know nothing about. But it's a very fun game to play with your friends.
Look at that.
You have friends, right? Oh, yeah. Andrew sits at 0 on his gas station. Okay, so there's Coup, and there's the first volume of the anime series, the manga series, One Punch Man.
That One Punch Man though.
That One Punch Man, though.
That's it, man.
He picks the One Punch Man, everybody. Congratulations. Now, what else is there? How else do I pick the fucker with?
Did someone find their hidden prize?
I think they know where it is. I think they know what the I Win You prize is. They just haven't actually endeavored to actually retrieve this shit yet. And if they did, they would be tickled pink to see what the prize was.
Yeah, they would be tickled pink to see what the prize was if they just put forth that effort to find that prize.
But they did not. So, Anthony, you win Coup because...
Wait, no.
You know?
I have that already.
You have Coup as well. Everybody has the... Andrew, would you like to win Coup as well? No, I'll keep it.
Whatever.
We'll save that. We'll put that in the pocket for
Yeah,
later.
just hang on to that.
Yeah, maybe I'll give it to Hannah.
Yeah, she was supposed to pick a prize.
Yeah, she was, and she didn't. So that leaves one prize left. And that is an adult coloring book.
And it's not the kind of adult thing. Yeah, it's not the kind of adult.
Yeah, it's not XXX adult. But it is, you know.
It's just, you know, shapes and colors and stuff.
This is a prize that I don't know anybody would be interested in, but somebody was determined to have this as a prize.
Yeah. Who could that be?
Would anybody like to claim the adult coloring book prize?
See, look,
We have one. We have a taker.
I wasn't wrong.
All right. Joe's like, I have everything else that you had to offer to win, so I will take that. And there are some crayons as well, sir. Congratulations. Yeah, so, I mean, the main winner does have a prize here, so I guess Hannah will be taking home the game too. Hannah, you won again. You won the main
Are you
game.
kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding. I came up with 16.5 and you wrote 15.
So I'm the really lucky person.
Yes.
I win everything all the time.
So you've won the winner, Art, and you've won a copy of the game, Coup. Well, you're going to find out and you're going to love it and you're going to come back to work next week and say, I didn't love it. I'm not going to help you set up the show anymore.
Yeah, I'm going to keep this, but I think I should give this to somebody of your friends that watch the podcast.
Everybody here pretty much owns this game. That's why it's still available.
Okay.
It's a good game.
Are you sure you guys are ready? You guys are back there?
GG, good game, good game.
I actually do have the copy of it and the expansion to it.
Alright, she's trying to get rid of it.
No, I'm not. I don't. I feel bad.
Blatantly in front of me in my face.
I
Couldn't
feel
have waited.
bad. I win everything.
I spent my own money on that shit. Enjoy
I
it.
know, that's why I feel bad.
Let's move on to the plugs, because people here do not know where to find me. Even though they do know.
Where can they find you?
They can find me on Facebook at Full On Daps, Fantastic Tangent Society.
Fantastic Tangents, Full On Dap Society.
And what you do is you type in the URL facebook.com/big gulp, big bite. Big bite, no. That would be, see, I'm so bad promotion, that would still be something I would do though. I'll change it to the URL, yeah, I'll change the URL to that. Right. Because, you know, I'm trying to get more people interested in following the show.
Right.
This is what I want to do though, we're running out of time. So you can go there, it's a public page, Fantastic Tangents Full On DAP Society.
Press the join button.
Because I believe in DAP, what is DAP? We're really short on time. Don't just fist bump. Fantastic Tangent, I have a real audio podcast that you can find wherever you find other podcasts. It's pretty cool, pretty fun. And the last thing that I want to do, there's one more prize out there. The contestants know where it's at, and they have refused to fucking deal with it. See, even the person, she doesn't even know. It's like, yay, you found the prize. Will you claim it, or will this be another thing where you're just like, I don't want that shit?
That was fucking evil. This was evil.
I did.
So,
expected
I believe
donuts.
that they said this was evil.
She said the prize was evil, and that's kind of the
I
point.
expected donuts.
But do you claim the prize or not?
Yeah, I want the prize.
What is the prize?
Your grandparents are zombies.
And that is a Choose Your Own Adventure book.
Ooh, I want
Why would I make one of the prizes a Choose Your Own Adventure book? Maybe because next week I'm endeavoring to do something that I've been meaning to do. Next week we're going to be doing a live Choose Your Own Adventure.
Ah!
Everybody here will get a chance to go through a round and play it themselves. It's going to be out of control. I've spent a few nights up writing and shit. Yeah, several outcomes for you, my friend.
Like, given what I know about it, probably not looking good for my future.
Ooh. Anyway.
But I'll have deserved all of it.
Yes. So, Fantastic Tangent. Coming up next is One of Us Show. That being said, thank you all for playing. I hope you enjoyed your prizes. On behalf of Anthony Toups, I am Mychal, spent way too much money on this game, Guzman, saying to you, thanks Alfredo. Thanks Hannah. Thanks Joe. Thanks Andrew. Thanks Anthony. Did you win anything? Oh, I forgot. There's one more thing. Did you already stop the recording?
No.
Okay, well, I don't care if you see it. Actually, that could be like, yeah, you didn't come, so you don't even get to see what it is.
Straight enough.
I have the perfect number here for us. We have rings. Here's yours. You get the elephant.
Ah!
So y'all can choose. I have a cat. I have a duck. I have a frog and a monkey. Hannah, do you want a monkey, a frog, a duck, or a cat?
Meow, meow, meow.
You want a cat? Here's your cat. Here's your cat.
I win everything.
Which animal, Andrew? Monkey, frog, or duck?
Frog, obviously.
A frog. I like the frog too. The frog's pretty
Even
good.
since
How do you need to go?
I spent way too much on this
You have to
game.
press on the bottom. That's actually where your finger is, and not from the top. It also won't work. Joe, monkey, or
Take the duck.
the duck is cool as well. So the duck for you, sir. Incoming.
Oh, nice one.
Alfredo, you've won a monkey.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, that's the show for real this time.
All right.